Radhan. I'm 23 years old. I've been in Canada for 10 years. I had a very serious drinking issue back then. I've been sober for 5 months. Drinking has been a big issue in my life. It directed me to a direction which it wasn't the right direction for me, and everything fell downwards from there. But thank God I got back on my feet, and I changed everything around. I quit drinking, I quit smoking. I've been sober for 5 months. 4 years ago I went to Dubai to see my girlfriend. Once I arrived there, we rented a car, and it was a brand new car too. It was exactly 3 days after I arrived. We rented a car, we went out. I dropped her off to go to university. She's a student there. So when I dropped her off, I had a couple of drinks, and I was just driving around waiting for her to pick her up. And then when she called me to go get her, I was pretty drunk, and then I went into the highway, and then I got in a big accident. When I used to drink, I was always depressed. I didn't know what I was doing. I was spending money over my limit, maxed out the credit cards, eventually lost my job, played poker online, I did gambling, drinking. I was just feeling so sick from inside. I was always depressed, and alcohol was something to escape from that. So that's why I drank so much, and every time I drank, I would be careless, not thinking about my problems, and this just became a habit. And over time, the reason why I stopped drinking, it was because I hit the rock bottom one day. So that's how it goes. I was sitting down, I was drinking, and then I got too drunk to even notice what I'm doing, like where I am, even though I was at my house. These days that I'm sober and I study and I work, I really enjoy it. I feel like I'm a true man. I've been mature, and I'm gonna stick to it this way. I'm not gonna go back to drinking, not even a sip. I just had too much bad memories from it, and I don't want to refresh those memories.
Fardan Radhan sure has been on a journey. However, there are other journeys going on right now. Stephanie Guzman is an indie musician on a mission. Straight from Ottawa, she brings a unique talent and passion for the ukulele. She currently developing a band named Ispero and has an album coming out this summer. Richard Pimentel has the story.
I perform as Ispero, that's the band name. I started in Ottawa. I play guitar and ukulele, and I sing. The ukulele in Ottawa right now is a really big deal, and a certain line came in, and I fell in love with it. I don't know what it is. It's fun, it's quirky, it kind of fits my personality that way, a little nerdy, and Ispero kind of is a solo project, and but it's kind of had a revolving door of musicians, and since then it's been really hard to lock down a steady set of musicians, and I'd like to have a backing band behind me, but I don't necessarily want that, you know, the four-piece band. I have played in Toronto while I was living in Ottawa. I played here, and I did, you know, North by Northeast and Indie Week, and they're pretty large festivals in terms of the Toronto scene, and I had an amazing time, amazing experience, and a great response to my music, and that was it's definitely a reason. It's definitely a reason why I came here. Ottawa doesn't have the scene that Toronto has. that's for sure. I moved here at the end of August or mid-August. You bring down the acoustic just a little bit. I did receive a City of Ottawa grant for recording part of my album, my first full-length CD. It's a pretty big deal for me because I've released about 4 EPs, I think, at this point, all within 4 to 8 songs, and making a full length is actually a huge step for me. Being independent these last 3 years has meant a lot of work. It's an insane amount of work, and it takes a lot of passion to continue doing it because I've played music for longer than that, and I'm kind of at the point where I can see why people want help. They want people pushing with them because as a solo artist, it gets quite difficult. Is a producer I met through a chance Craigslist meeting, and just recorded the Good Lovely CD. They were nominated for Juno and they won the Juno. I can't imagine what my music would be like without Adam at this point, because I recorded in Ottawa. I started my full-length album in Ottawa, and meeting Adam has kind of changed the album entirely. He's an amazing musician. He plays probably every instrument that I can think of or name, and he just has a natural ability to bring out the best in my songwriting. So he's a key person right now in my musical life. And Joe is a performer who plays bass and with me right now, and he's great. He's supportive. He's a band leader of his own band as well, and he's very supportive and enthusiastic.
All the sinners looking to leave, working early for the next week. We're the last ones in the setting sun, and we're the last ones in the setting sun.
You should, I'm hoping by the summer. I did intend for it to be a spring release, but I think it's going to have to be a summer release. So hopefully June, July this year. And yeah, I'm just going to try and push that in everyone's faces and throw it everywhere I can, and just continue performing and applying to festivals and see what happens from there.